You see this device here? This is one of the best, if not the best purchase any car buyer could ever spend money on. This is a Wi-Fi OBD2 dongle. This plugs into your OBD2 port on your vehicle. And let me show you all why I consider this one of the best purchases anybody can have. Now look at it. It's pretty small. It's really, really small. You can fit this anywhere, within your glove compartment, in your drawer, anywhere, and move around with it. It uses Wi-Fi, so you see it's connected there via V-Link Wi-Fi. Now there are many different apps on the App Store and the Play Store, so you can choose one that works for you. I am using Motodata. Now when Motodata loads up, it's going to be performing a quick check here. This is not an in-depth check, it's just a quick check overall, to give you something to look at while it's establishing a proper connection with the ECU. So it's going to check your door modules, your power lock, your anti-lock braking system, climate control. Now once it loads up and it gets a secure established connection, this is where the fun begins, because you can check almost anything on the vehicle from your smartphone. Here you can see anti-lock braking, power steering, body control module, power window, master switch, everything you could think about. You can check it here. So why is this so important to have? It's important to have because you can create a snapshot of your vehicle as is when it's brand new, or even download a snapshot of the vehicle, and you can load this and see what is operating outside the manufacturer specifications. Your car idling funny, or you suspect the injector's clogged or injector too not firing as it should be, you can't prove it, you can load this and it can tell you exactly, injector 1, 2 and 3 firing good, but you see 4, something wrong with 4. Now what you are seeing here is random engine parameters. It checks over 256. Some vehicles have more. What you are seeing here is a condensed version. You see how quick it's moving now? The less parameters you are checking is the more real time it gets. So right now it's as real time as it can get. You can see the engine load, you can see the coolant temperature, you can see the vehicle's RPM. I'm actually revving it slightly here. Plus you have different views. You have gauges, you have graphs, you have just plain numbers, you have writing. So it has something for everyone to fit in this particular app here, but it all gets the data from the OBD2 dongle that you plug into your car. What you're looking at right now is the ABS sensors on them. You have your wheel sensors. Sometimes you have an ABS sensor that go bad. You want to know which ABS sensor that go on bad. Plus there's something in here for the ladies as well. Sometimes ladies don't know everything when it comes to vehicles and they feel embarrassed to ask. Well, this particular app here, it gives you a wealth of information. You go into, driver's assistant, is a vehicle being towed, is that manual, is that automatic, is that CVT, you click whatever one it is, you open that, and it's going to give you guidelines as to what to do and what not to do. Added to that, now it must be said, I have the paid version of the app, but it's not that expensive. I paid like $4.99 or $5.99 for it. But warning lights. Some vehicles have weird warning lights and never see that warning light in your entire life. You go into here, you pick your manufacturer, your model, whatever, you click the warning light, and it's going to tell you exactly what that light is for. Should you get it checked out? Is it a pull aside and call a tow truck type thing, or you can make it home type thing? Also, with this OBD2 dongle and certain apps, you can also do things like this. You can check individual aspects of your car. For example, you see I'm checking my RPM gauge here. I was just messing about, testing it out and stuff like that. So you can check that. You can check your lights individually. You can check your wipers. You can check your door lock system. You can check your fuel pump to see if your fuel pump will activate. Like your car is off, and you can, check your fuel pump. Is it spinning? This is where vehicle maintenance has reached, folks. You all need to get one of these if you are serious about maintaining your vehicle. Granted, there are expensive versions. This particular one here you are seeing is $199.99. Now, with this, you get what you pay for. It probably have lower latency, faster data throughput, things like that. I personally bought a cheap one. I bought one similar to this. I paid like $10.99 for this. This one is $50.99. And obviously you get what they pay for. So with the cheap one I got, it has more latency, so there's more delay when you mash the gas. The RPM takes like about a second or two to show up on your cell phone, but it works for me. If you want something faster with more modern features, my one is like about 5 years old now, you can get one for a little bit more money. So gone are the days when you will have mechanics making you spend bad money to change random parts when the problem is not even in that part of the vehicle. Now you can know exactly where the problem is. Even if you can't fix it yourself, or even if you can't interpret it yourself, you will have a general idea as to the location of the problem. Now you would think that most garages would have some form of dealership type scan tool, even the bigger versions, the more expensive versions. But they don't. Most garages go in based on what they know, what they feel or whatever, and they have people changing a bunch of bad parts.